Stuart, first of all, congratulations on being the Calhoun's High School Athlete of the Week.
Thank you so much.
We're here talking to you today because you're the AAA State Golf Champion. Now, coming into this season, I mean, Farragut's perennially a pretty good golf team. Did you guys think you had a chance to get to state, and did you personally think maybe you had a chance to win it all?
You know, we did. The whole year we went in there thinking we're going to make it to state and we're going to give it our best shot to win. And our whole goal the entire year was to get out there and make it to state. And once we made it, our whole focus was on winning. So
now you get there, and you're in Manchester, and weather's not exactly what you would have hoped. Kind of blustery and windy. Did that affect you guys at all?
It did, but you know, that's golf. It's something that just adds to it, and what it takes, you got to be really mental tough, especially on that course. And when the conditions get bad, you just got to have that mental toughness to grind it out and grind it out. And I felt like, you know, myself and our team did that really well, but just came up a little short.
Now, let's talk about your final round. I mean, going in, kind of explain where you were and what you thought you had to shoot maybe to get to the top.
Well, I was 2 back after the first day, and the great thing was I was playing with the guy that I was behind. So I love doing that. You know, I love being there and seeing how into it I get and just putting the pressure on him. So I knew if I went out there and, you know, shot a couple under, that should seal it up. And the whole day was just a battle between him and I, just battling back and forth. He'd make a birdie, I'd make a birdie, and, you know, it finally came down to the last hole.
So you come down to 18, you're 2 down, and you're sitting there going, well, I know I got to birdie this and then hope for a little help. And it kind of came true for you.
It did. You know, my coach told me walking off 16 that, you know, keep your head up, anything can happen. And, you know, I found myself on 18T with 2 down and not quite the place I wanted to be, but I told myself just give yourself an opportunity to make birdie and hope for the best. And, you know, I made birdie, and fortunately he made bogey, and it was rest went from there.
So you go to the playoff hole, and you have a little wait in between. We were talking a little earlier, and some of your friends start reminding you about 8th grade, and kind of ironically, you were sitting in the same position several years ago for a middle school state championship.
Well, you know, we did have that break, and I wasn't thinking anything about it. And, you know, people start coming up to me saying, oh, it's just like 8th grade. You know, you wanted to play off in 8th grade. And I'm like, holy moly, I did, you know, and it's the same circumstances, you know, 3 people in the playoff. So that really calmed my nerves and, you know, really set me at ease knowing that I'd done this once before and I can definitely do it again.
So you get on to the playoff hole, and you guys are out in the fairway. Kind of take us in from there on the events and how they transpired.
Well, once I won, you know, it was the greatest feeling. You know, it was so awesome to have the team out there with me, supporting me, friends, family. It was basically one big group hug is what it was. And, you know, I started taking pictures, and, you know, we didn't really go all excited. You know, it was just, I'm not a big guy that when I'm on the course, you know, I'm not all jumping around and everything, but once I got in my car, I started screaming and calling people and going crazy.
So you're out there in the fairway on the playoff hole, and kind of talk about the shot in, and then what happened from there on the green.
Well, you know, I hit my tee shot up there. It was a par 4, hit it 10 yards short of the green, and I was the last one to hit my shot into the green, and the other 2 guys both hit it in there, you know, inside 10 feet. So I just had a little chip shot, and I hit it up there about 8 feet. Gave myself the opportunity to make birdie and win this thing.
Then as you go back and you kind of replay the whole thing, was the experience in 8th grade that helpful to you, really? I mean, did you really draw on that, or is it just more something that kind of maybe relaxed you as you thought about going to the playoffs?
Just to relax me. You know, I've always been a great playoff player. I don't know why, but every playoff I've ever been in, I've won. Just it's
nice.
Something about me, when I get into a playoff, I just zone in and say, I'm not going to let you beat me. And, you know, winning in 8th grade definitely calmed me down a little bit and took the nerves away.
Now you're headed to Chattanooga next year on a golf scholarship.
Yes, sir.
And pretty excited about taking it on and starting a new chapter.
You know, it's really exciting. It's what I've been working for my whole life is to get down, you know, somewhere and play college golf. And I wouldn't want it to be anywhere else but Chattanooga. You know, it's a great program. I know all the guys down there, and the coach, Mark June, is a phenomenal coach. You know, he's like the father figure of the team. You know, they work their butts off all year to win a national championship, and that's where I want to be. I want to go somewhere where I work my hardest and don't slack off to be the best I can be.
Well, congratulations on your title. Best of luck next year,
Thank
and
you.
we'll keep up with you.
Yes, sir.